Thanks everybody for joining us here tonight on DouglasCountyDigest.com. My name is Luke Johnson and we are here in Tuscola to see a conference matchup between the home team Tuscola Warriors and the visiting Shelbyville Rams. And we should have a pretty interesting game here tonight. Shelbyville is 3-0 on the season so far. They have yet to have a close game. They have blown out every team they've played so far. And Tuscola is 2-1 with a difficult loss last week to Sullivan. And to start out, Shelbyville Rams, the visiting team in white, will receive the kick from the home team, the Tuscola Warriors. And it looks like number 1, Caleb Williams, in to kick off for the Warriors. Number 9, Tyler Hendricks, back to receive deep for Shelbyville. And he will take it on the fly. Going up the far side of the field. Got some room. And it looks like he slipped and went down, took a knee. Had some open field there, just couldn't quite get it going. Maybe lost a little traction on the far side. Conditions here are, I would say, perfect. There's no wind. It's probably about somewhere in the 60-degree range. And, the sun's gone down behind the trees. It's perfect football conditions tonight. And Shelbyville comes out on offense. Quarterback number 12, Lucas Duckett, will have 4 wideouts, excuse me, 2 on both sides. A little shuttle pass to the flats to number 11, Tice Robinson. Gained a few yards, so it'll be about 2nd and 8. And this is a high-powered offense from Shelbyville. They've scored a lot of points in their first 3 weeks. They go in no huddle here with 4 wideouts, 3 to our side of the field, 1 to the far side. Back in the backfield, handoff up the middle to number 1, Wyatt Fox, who will have enough for the first down. A great run to the far side of the field. Got to the outside, got some good blocks in the middle. Tuscola couldn't quite stand him up, and he drug a couple defenders with him a few extra yards. And Shelbyville again in the no huddle. They will keep it up tempo here to start the game. Takes the snap, looks like he's running the option, pitches to the outside. Tice Robinson is wrapped up and thrown down by number 10, Nick Bates. He is also the quarterback for the Warriors. Excellent tackle out in the flats for a loss of about a yard. And they are again in the shotgun, spread formation, 2 wideouts to both sides. Duckett takes the snap, throws it out. A good completion, about 5 yards there. So Shelbyville really working the short game right now, keeping it in the flats with the receivers and the running backs. 1 good run. I'm trying to keep Tuscola's defense honest here. 4 wideouts again for Duckett. Lost it up in the air down the right side. Looks like he overthrew him. And no flag on the play. Good defense by number 7, Tyler Hale for Tuscola. And that'll bring up a 4th and 5. And the Rams back in pump formation. Good stand there by Tuscola the last few plays. Shoring up their defense a little bit, keeping Shelbyville from getting that second first down and forcing them into a punting situation.
To receive for the Warriors, Josh Knight.
And a decent kick by Shelbyville. Josh Knight, number 87 for Tuscola, takes it, and he is flattened just before the 20-yard line. So Tuscola will take over 1st and 10 from their 19. And they will try and get on the scoreboard on their first possession. And Tuscola probably looking at being a little eager coming out after losing a tough loss to Sullivan. They played an excellent game last week. Shut down the Warriors. And Bates is back in shotgun with 4 wideouts. Back in the backfield with him. Looking to pass. And it's picked off right away. First turnover of the game. Looks like number 7, Garrett Brackbill from Shelbyville with an interception. And that is one of the worst places to turn the ball over in the red zone. So Shelbyville will have an extremely short field to try and get on the board first here in Tuscola with about 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Oh, excuse me, 10:26 left to go in the first quarter. And Shelbyville over here in a little huddle before they get started. Their second series. Tuscola's going to come out here and try and make another stand. A little bit more strenuous. Their backs are kind of up against the proverbial wall here. And Duckett takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. And a good job by the Warrior front, keeping him contained for a loss of 1. Excellent job up front. They stood all those offensive linemen up, and just number 12, Duckett, had nowhere to go. And Shelbyville with 3 wideouts to our side of the field, 1 to the far side, and there's a little flats pass there. Screen again. And that's good for about a 6-yard gain. Be third and 7. So you've seen a lot of short passes and a couple runs here and there for Shelbyville on their first 2 possessions. They tried one a little deeper, incomplete. And they go 3 wideouts to the far side. Duckett rolls to his left, throws for the end zone, and overthrows him. I believe that was number 41. And Wyatt Fox, excuse me, that is number 1, as the announcer here corrects me.
Brings up a 4th and 5 situation for the Rams.
So 4th down for the Rams. And this is definitely a spot where, unless you have an excellent field goal kicker, you are going to go and at least try and get the first down, if not get in the end zone, which it looks there's only about 6 yards difference between the first down marker and the end zone. Duckett back to pass, throws short. I believe number 10, Nick Bates, knocks it down. So Tuscola's defense steps up again. Both defenses have showed up here for the first couple of possessions for either team. Tuscola will come out here for their second possession and see if Nick Bates, number 10, can clear his head and have a little bit better series this time around. Tuscola's got 2 receivers. And they're changing everything up. I believe that's going to be a delay of game on Tuscola, which only hurts their position on the field. And that will back them up. Well, any distance back from where they're at isn't good. So that'll move them back 5 yards. So it'll be a 1st and 15 from their 7-yard line. And they're now in the spread formation. 2 wide receivers to each side. Nick Bates, number 10, in the backfield with number 1, Caleb Williams, I believe. And they hand off to Williams. He had a little hole there. Good hit by the Shelbyville defender. Brings him down. And he gains about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Tuscola. And again, it looks like they're going to have that West Coast spread out offense. 4 wideouts. Caleb Williams, number 1, in the backfield. Man in motion is Zach Bates, number 83. And fake handoff by Nick Bates. And he is moving. And he misses the defender. He's got a lot of room, and a touchdown saving tackle for Shelbyville. Excellent job by Nick Bates. I think that was a read play because it looked like he was going to hand it off, and he saw the defender coming around, and he decided to keep it himself for an excellent gain down our side of the field. And Tuscola is in the no huddle as well. 3 wide receivers to our side of the field, 1 out to the right. And they fake the snap count. Get the signal now. Hand it off up the middle to number 1, Caleb Williams. He's got room. A good block downfield. And that will be another first down for Tuscola. An excellent run. And the referee stops the play. I'm not sure what they called.
There was a sideline warning issued against Shelbyville.
There we go. The announcer tells me there's a sideline warning on Shelbyville. They had guys too close to the field. Nick Bates in the shotgun sends his brother in motion. And they hand off up the middle again to Williams for a 4-yard gain. Closer to a 5-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. And the offense now for Tuscola is lively and moving. Started at their own 7 for this series. Nick Bates in shotgun, sends a man in motion, hands off to that guy moving across the field. Decent block outside. And I believe he got the first down. So a good run by number 8 is Dalton Hole. Believe from the looks of it, he might be the smallest guy out on the field. Pick him out from his yellow shoes out there. And there's a timeout for measurement, so it was a little closer than I thought it was. First down is in question. They won't have to take it far from the sideline. First down, Tuscola. So an excellent run game here for the 2nd series for Tuscola. A little difficulty with the passing and a turnover on their last series. But it is still scoreless with just under 8 minutes to go. 7:51 left to go in the first quarter. 0-0. Tuscola on the drive right now, hoping to get in to the end zone and the first on the scoreboard while they're at home. And you got 3 receivers on our side, 1 to the right. It's hard to tell. They were all lined up close to the line. The number 1, Caleb Williams, kept his legs moving for that extra couple of yards. And it looked like a couple of yards from here, they call it only 1 yard. A lot of tough running here from both sides. Guys keeping their legs moving, not going down after the first hit. You're seeing a lot of high tackles right at the moment as well. Nick Bates in shotgun, sends a man in motion. Rolls to his right a little. Pass is low. Looked like it was in the dirt. Incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for Tuscola. And again, both teams are running a hurry-up offense. Neither team has huddled thus far. Trying to keep the pace of this game as quick as possible. Tuscola lines up with, again, that trips formation to our side of the field. That's 3 wideouts to our side, 1 to the far side. And now they're set. There's the snap. Bates takes the shot. He throws it, underthrows him, but he caught it anyway. And he is down close to the end zone. Excellent job. 87. Josh Knight with a great reception, had a defender right there. It looked like maybe the defender came up with another interception, but Josh Knight hangs on and puts Tuscola in scoring position. 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the Warriors on the 8-yard line.
Spread formation, man in motion. Bates takes the snap, hands off to Williams up the middle. He gets stood up, falls forward for a couple of yards. He is on the 4-yard line now with 6.5 to go in the first quarter. And the officials again calling for time. I'm not sure what they're discussing right now. Maybe an equipment malfunction. And they're lined up now in a bunched up by the line of scrimmage. 2 wideouts to the right, and they hand up. Nick Bates goes up the middle, and he is in. So Tuscola gets on the board here first. 6-0, and there are a whole bunch of flags that came out there at the end of that play.
Carries the ball into the end zone there. Flags on.
Believe we're going to get some unnecessary roughness. So maybe some after the play is over celebration. As we wait and see. Tuscola, again, 2-1 this year. They are 2-0 at home, 0-1 on the road. Shelbyville is 3-0, 1-0 on the road, 2-0 at home. Their one win so far has been a conference win. I believe last week against Clinton. And Tuscola's loss was in conference to Sullivan last week. As we still waiting to hear the official ruling here from the umpire. And it looks like it's going to be something against Tuscola here. Oh, double foul. Three penalties. I was wrong. Wow, 3 all in one. Goodness. Unsportsmanlike conduct was the 2 first ones. And then they called an illegal motion against Tuscola. So that score will come off of the scoreboard, I believe. Yep, and they'll get marched back. And they will have another go at this. From around the 20-yard line, it looks like. The 18, the ball is spotted on the 18. And so Tuscola again will try and get into the end zone. And those are you don't want to have those kinds of penalties. There's no reason to have those penalties when you score, especially. Once you score, that's it. There's no reason to bring up any altercations after that. And Nick Bates in shotgun. 2 wideouts to either side of the field. And they do a reverse around the far side to number 8. Dalton Hull, a good run to the left side, gain a few yards. So it'll be a 3rd down and 15. 3rd and goal. Push back from the penalties. And they again line up in that spread out offense. Man in motion for number 10, Nick Bates. Takes it and rolls out to his right, looking downfield. The pass is complete. A few yards shy of the goal line, but you're definitely in 4 down territory here. So I'd assume in this juncture that Tuscola would go for it.
5-yard line will be 4th and goal.
4th and 5. It's actually 4th and goal from the 5. Bates in shotgun. 3 wide receivers to our side. The left side of the field takes a snap. Pressure, throws to the corner. And it is caught. Touchdown for Tuscola, and they again get in the end zone. This time, I believe, with no flags. And it is 6-0 in favor of Tuscola with 5:44 still on the clock. As they come in to attempt the extra point. But even getting on the scoreboard first, this is a dangerous Shelbyville team. Lots of seniors. Lots of experience for these Shelbyville Rams. They've put up a lot of points in the last 3 weeks. And Tuscola burns a timeout here. And Tuscola and I believe Shelbyville are now both part of the Central Illinois Conference. They both moved out of the Okaw Valley to, well, probably get away from some of those bigger schools. There are some very, very good football teams in the Okaw Valley Conference. Very bruising, very talented, very athletic. And it may just be a little above some of the smaller schools. There's a lot more attendance at those two schools, all the Okaw Valley schools. But not to knock on anybody from the smaller conferences. There are a lot of good teams. We've seen a lot of good play from all the smaller teams here as well. And here we go as Tuscola lines up for the extra point.
To attempt the extra point for the Warriors, number 8.
And that is Dalton Hull again.
Nick Bates, the long snapper is Clayton.
And reading this program, he is a whopping 5'6". And the extra point looks like it was wide. It is no good. So 6-0.
There's the attempt for the extra point. Is no
Tuscola strikes first on the scoreboard
44 seconds.
here at home. And goes back to what we were saying last week. You always want to defend your home field. Arthur did a good job of our last game last week, coming back and really putting on a good show in the second half, taking care of business, shutting down a pretty decent Oblong team. And Tuscola is coming off of that loss last week, so I would imagine, as I said before, that they are definitely eager to come out here and take a home field stand. And we're getting lined up here for the kickoff. Shelbyville has looks like number 41, Devin Peterson, and I believe that's number 11, Trice Robinson, back to return this kickoff. Number 1, Caleb Williams for Tuscola is set to kick. And there's, again, 5:44 left. Kick over toward the sideline, takes a Shelbyville bounce. And it looked like he might have touched it, but no. They say it was out of bounds. So that'll be a flag against Tuscola again for their 3rd penalty of the game. And that'll put Shelbyville in decent field position. To start their 3rd drive of the ball game. And there's the illegal procedure call on Tuscola. And that will start Shelbyville at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. So we see their spread out formation here. And they've been running, again, both teams are going to no huddle with the West Coast spread out offense usually. It's been 4 wideouts, 2 to each side so far. And there's the snap, handoff. Goes around the left side. He's got room. Not a lot of people in his way. And number 7 for Tuscola drags him out of bounds. That is Tyler Hale. A touchdown saving tackle there for Tyler Hale. A great run by number 41, Devin Peterson, a senior. And they did have a flag on the play. They're now calling a block in the back against Shelbyville. So that will negate that run. Excuse me, that was a holding call, not a block in the back. So that will march them all the way back to the original spot and then another few yards. And the Shelbyville sideline not happy with that call. That was a great run again downfield. So it'll be 1st and 25. Excuse me, 26. It'll be 1st and, looks 1st and 20. Scoreboard's confusing me here. And we get some more flags. That'll be a jump on the Tuscola defense. So that will take away 5 of those yards. It'll be a 1st and 15 for Shelbyville. 4 wideouts. Lucas Duckett, quarterback. Pass was incomplete. And a lot of great passes, good passes to the flats and short passes for Shelbyville. Some good runs. They just haven't quite gotten that long ball down the field or even the intermediate ball down the field yet. Duckett in shotgun again. It's number 12. He is passing once again. Throws for the corner of the field, just out of reach of Devin Peterson, number 41. So close. And it looks like Lucas Duckett has a pretty good arm. They just the accuracy at the moment is tough to come by. And for some of us older warriors like myself, we're seeing a lot of this is what we ran when I was in high school, a lot of spread out, try and get the defense to cover more field. Lucas Duckett in shotgun again. He's going downfield. And the referee, it looked like the receiver got tangled up with the defender. And the referee missed a holding call there. A tough call.
There was a flag on the play. Preliminary indication was holding against Shelbyville.
And they got a different flag closer to the line of scrimmage. Holding again on Shelbyville. Their third penalty of the game.
Tuscola has declined the penalty.
Tuscola declines, which puts Shelbyville in a punting situation of 4th and 15 on their own side of the field. Back deep to receive, I think, number 87, Josh Knight. Wyatt Fox, number 1, the punter for Shelbyville. A little bit of a high snap and a very high kick going toward the sidelines. And takes a little bit of a Shelbyville roll and out of bounds. So Tuscola takes over at about the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. So good field position for Tuscola to start out. And Shelbyville's defense out there in a hurry. They want to try and make a statement here. Keep Tuscola from another scoring drive. Nick Bates, number 10, with number 1, Caleb Williams in the backfield. 4 wideouts. Zach Bates, number 83, goes in motion to the far side of the field. Hand off to number 1 up the middle to Williams, who finally gets taken down by 3 Shelbyville defenders. And he's going to have a first down across the 50-yard line. Yeah, excellent run by Tuscola up the middle. Good blocking up front. And Tuscola again, same formation. That was Hole in motion. And Williams, number 1, up the middle again. And it looked like one of the Tuscola receivers was moving at the same time as the guy in motion. The Shelbyville coach was asking the sideline referee about that one. It did look like he was moving a little bit from where I was seeing, and they missed that call. And they move the receivers, inside receivers close to the line. Zach Bates takes a handoff, number 83, gets to the far side. The field, lots of room downfield. There's a flag thrown in there towards the sideline, though. Good run by Zach Bates. It kind of looked like he was going to get stopped in the backfield. There was a lot of white back there. I'm going to guess that flag is either going to be a holding or an illegal block on Tuscola. And it is against Tuscola. Holding. So that'll push them back from their starting position. It'll be 2nd and 8 on the 43, or excuse me, 2nd and 5.
4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in tonight's first quarter.
It's Tuscola in the spread formation again. Number 10, Nick Bates, quarterback. Handoff up the middle to number 1, Caleb Williams. Gains a few yards. Not enough for the first down.
Bates' handoff was to Caleb Williams.
It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and a long one.
The officials are going to take timeout for a measurement.
Okay. The officials take timeout here as they go and measure. Had a lot of measurements this game so far. I think that's the 3rd one. And like I said before, Shelbyville's got a pretty impressive team. Lots of seniors. There's lots of leadership on this team. They've been doing this for 4 years now, and they've played in some of the tougher conference teams in the Okaw Valley, just as Tuscola has. And they do rule that Tuscola got a first down on that run. So we 1st and 10 from the 39. Headed in, trying to get a score. And they line up with extra running back in the backfield. Zach Bates gets to the left side, and he gets taken down for a short gain. It'll be 2nd and about 8 for Tuscola.
Linebacker Ben Huska for the Shelbyville Rams.
And they've got 2 wideouts the far side. Number 1, Caleb Williams went in motion. Bates under pressure, and he goes down. Big sack for Shelbyville. Good job for their defensive front getting through the offensive line and sitting Nick Bates, number 10, down for a loss of about 7. Be 3rd and 13 for Tuscola. They got 3 wide receivers to our side, 1 to the far. Caleb Williams, number 1, goes in motion. Bates corrals a bad snap, goes downfield, and he caught it. Number 87, I believe, is Josh Knight. Great hands, good job. Going down the field, caught Shelbyville in a blitz, and Nick Bates was able to corral that snap, number 10, and toss it down the middle of the field to number 87, Knight. Great catch, good execution by the Tuscola offense, and they now lead 12-0 as they line up to go for the 2-point conversion with 2 minutes 27 seconds left in the first quarter. And they're all bunched up by the line, man in motion. Bates rolls out, throws a little pass. 2-point conversion is good. And they now lead 14-0 here as the first quarter is coming to a close. And Tuscola is on fire offensively the last couple of possessions. And just joining us now is Mark Davis. Mark, how's it going?
It's going good.
Good. Tuscola's been moving it pretty well. Have you seen any of their games previously to this?
I have not. This is my first one, but it was a great catch there. Nick Bates leading the receiver down the field, so pretty impressive.
Good accuracy, perfect placement. Nick Bates, a junior. He played quarterback last year for the Warriors. Did a really good job last year. And that experience from last year, you can definitely tell, has carried over quite a bit. And he has a great knowledge for the game. He definitely forgot that first interception right off the bat and came out and has led them to 2 scores since. So Tuscola comes out with a lot of momentum. Here set to kick off the Shelbyville. Still plenty of time for the Shelbyville offense. High-powered Shelbyville offense. We've already talked about it. Tuscola's offense is just as riled up. They can score just as easily. But you can't count Shelbyville out, especially when they're averaging 50 points a game. It's tough to say they won't get into the end zone. And Robinson, number 11, is back deep. Williams the kickoff, number 1 for Tuscola. And a kick more down the middle of the field this time. Caught. And, oh, wow. Nice. He got clocked on that one. Good return. Good coverage by the special teams for Tuscola and Shelbyville. Good place to start. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
Making the stop for the Warriors is Kibler.
Number 12, Lucas Duckett will come out. He is the quarterback for Shelbyville. And they will try and move the ball a little bit more this series. Man in motion up front. And looks like a handoff up the middle. Great job again by Tuscola's front four. They are standing up everybody that's wearing a white jersey at the line of scrimmage right now. There are no holes open in the middle. And Shelbyville lines up quickly, 4 wide outs. Duckett takes the snap. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Number 52, Clayton Turner. Excellent hands. Shed his blocker, got his left hand up in the air just enough to knock it down.
Great hands by Clayton Turner. That's really what you want to see at the line, just not even giving the receiver a chance to go up and get it, just batting it right down.
Good job. He wasn't totally focused on getting the quarterback, maintaining his position, maintaining his awareness on the field. And we got an equipment timeout here for Shelbyville. It looks like a player has to get his chin strap back on. And they're lined up, ready to go now.
Can definitely tell Clayton Turner's a senior there, just being able to maintain his position on the field and get the hands up to bat down the pass.
4 wide outs, the running back goes in motion as an extra blocker out in the flats, and he is not going to get very far. Gains about 3, so it'll be 4th down and about 6 or 7 left for them to go. So number 1, Wyatt Fox for Shelbyville will be back in punt formation. And the Warriors defense has, so far this first quarter, been a stopper. They have kept Shelbyville, off of the scoreboard thus far. 87, Knight back to receive. Fox with the punt. Good punt by Fox, end over end. Knight tries to get to the far side of the field, and he is dragged down around the 44-yard line.
Solid return by Knight, just kept the hand steady and took it up about 15 yards.
And we talk a lot about senior leadership. Clayton Turner is probably one of those anchors on the defensive side. And number 83, Zach Bates, a very big senior leader on the offensive side. Does a lot of the dirty work. He is the wide out. He is on the far side of the field, closest to the quarterback. Nick Bates also has 2 to this side. A handoff up the middle to number 1, Caleb Williams. And he took a pretty hard hit there. Good job by Shelbyville, stopping him for a minimal gain. Gain of about 1. 2nd and 9 as the clock ticks away. There's about 45 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 in favor of Tuscola. As Tuscola waits to get the play in, they'll have trips to our side of the field. 3 wide outs here, 1 to the far side. Caleb Williamson, 1 in the backfield, number 10, Nick Bates. Bad snap, flag on the play. Throws to number 83, Zach Bates. And he has first down yardage, but flag on the play may bring that back. And I believe it's a sideline warning.
Sideline warning for Tuscola.
Okay, so both teams have now received their sideline warning.
Zach Bates stands.
And they will get a first down on that completion. 1st and 10 from the 46, 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and I believe that will end the first quarter as Tuscola heads for the sidelines. So after 1 here in Tuscola, it is 14-0 in favor of the home team. Join us for the second quarter here in just a couple minutes.